Hello again, my name's John. I'm a retired chef from the northeast of England in the UK, and welcome to my latest video. In this one, I've been making another one of our customers' favourites, and it's this mouth-watering lemon drizzle cake. It's very quick and easy to make and absolutely delicious. You can view the ingredients list and full written method for this recipe on the recipe page on my website. I'll leave links at the end and under the video, or just click on the eye icon top right of the screen. Before I go any further, I'd like to give a quick shout out to this week's Patreon and PayPal donators, and they are Jenny Porteous, Amy Jackson, Joseph Butler, Harvey Hall, and there's also one that wished to remain anonymous. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get on with today's recipe. And the first job is to grease and flour a 2 pound, that's a 900 gram loaf tin. The tin dimensions are on screen. I'm using a little butter to grease mine today. You can also use lard or shortening. And the next job is to zest and juice 1 large lemon or 2 small ones. When zesting your lemons, use a fine grater like this. Right, I'll put that aside and start juicing the lemons. And to avoid waste, any unused lemon juice from previous recipes I keep stored in a jar, so I'll just add mine to that. And the next job is to preheat your oven to 170 degrees Celsius, that's 340 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. I'm setting mine to 150 degrees Celsius because my oven's fan assisted and it runs about 20 degrees hotter than indicated on the dial. Right, onto the cake batter, and this couldn't be easier. In a large bowl, add all of the wet ingredients plus the sugar, starting with the 4 eggs. Next, add the sugar, followed by the 200 grams, that's 7 ounces of vegetable or sunflower oil. And finally, the teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now give that a good whisk for about a minute. Once all that's combined, add the lemon zest and quickly mix that in. Now sift in the self-raising flour, salt and baking powder. Now self-raising flour already has baking powder in it. That's why it's called self-raising flour. But if you're using plain or all-purpose flour, add an extra 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That'll be 3 in total. And that's baking powder, not baking soda. Any lumps that's left in the sieve, just push them through with your fingers. Okay, give that a good whisk until the batter is very smooth. It won't take long, about a minute. You can use a hand or a stand mixer to do this, but to be honest, it goes that quickly, it's hardly worth bothering with a machine. Once the mixture is smooth and silky, carefully pour it into the prepared loaf tin. How easy was that? Now get it into the preheated oven and set your timer for 50 minutes. While the cake's baking, I'll prepare a couple of things. The first is the lemon juice and sugar, which will be used to soak into the cake once it's done. This gives the cake a real lemon flavour. I'll give that a quick mix until the sugar's dissolved. And of course the white icing or drizzle for the top of the cake. If you want a hint of colour in your icing or frosting, whatever you call it, just add a couple of drops of yellow food colouring, but don't overdo it. Okay, that's another job done. I'll set those aside for now. Once the time's up, check that it's done by sticking a wooden skewer or cocktail stick into the centre. If it comes out clean, it's done. If not, give it another 5 minutes, as different ovens can run at marginally different temperatures. Mine's done, so I'll get it out and onto a wire rack and let it rest for 10 minutes before removing it from the tin. Right, it's been 10 minutes since it came out of the oven and mine's cool enough now to get it out of the tin. And if yours is still a bit too hot, just leave it a little longer. And if you greased and floured your loaf pan properly at the beginning, it should slide out no problem. Okay, before I spoon over the sugared lemon juice, I'll randomly poke a few holes into the top of the cake to help the juice soak in easier. Now spoon on all of the juice until the cake has soaked it all in. If any runs over onto the catch plate, pour it back into the bowl and continue until it's all absorbed into the sponge. It will take it all without making the sponge soggy. And like I said earlier, this gives the cake a real lemon flavour as opposed to a synthetic lemon flavouring. Now on to the good bit, the lemon drizzle. There's no right way to do this, just spoon it on and let it run or drizzle randomly over the edges of the cake. A lot of drizzle recipes just use granulated sugar and lemon juice, and that's fine, but I think it looks much better with powdered or icing sugar. Okay, I'll just leave that until it's touch dry and then I'll come back and try a piece. Okay, here we go. And as you can see, it has a lovely soft spongy texture. The lemon aroma is amazing, no artificial flavourings here. Some citrus cakes you buy in shops have that awful chemical smell about them. And the taste is absolutely gorgeous, and it's so quick and easy to make. So give it a try, and I promise you'll give this foolproof lemon drizzle cake a big thumbs up too. And once again, please consider supporting my Patreon appeal for as little as $2 per month, or if you prefer, you can make a one-off small donation using my PayPal page. It really does go a long way towards ingredients and production costs, as every penny pledged goes back into my videos. And whether you've donated or not, thanks again for your wonderful support in watching the channel. Well, thank you again for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe by hitting the circle above. If you do subscribe, activate the bell icon next to the subscribe button on my channel page. And by doing that, you'll be automatically notified every time I upload a new video. And in the meantime, here's a few of my other videos and playlists that you may want to watch. So, until the next time, be safe in your kitchen and bye for now.